Hello, my lovelies. Just a quick little update. As I'm moving into this season, there's going to be some changes in and around the social platforms. I'm updating things. There's been a refinement in my work and some new things and practices and ways of working with clients coming through. And so you're going to see some changes as my work is really an extension of who I am and how I live and how I show up to my nervous system in this season to meet the world, the current polycrisis in the world. And so with that, the fluctuations and the dynamic way in which I really celebrate and encourage and work with clients and students to meet life with that curiosity, reflection, and engage with the dynamic way that it presents itself is that I am dynamic. I am dynamic. I'm not one trajectory. There is a multitude of layers and ways in which I show up, in which I present, in which I follow, in which I respond to. The biggest thing in my work is that the anchoring remains the same. The ground remains the same. The core work of matrilineal repair, mother wound tending, nervous system support and regulation, as well as embodiment work, as well as working with people who have been impacted by trauma, severed in their attachment from childhood, and with a decolonized approach is still there. The fundamental core things are still there. The refining is in and around. There's a project that's coming in that I'll be announcing really soon. There'll be some changes to the podcast, predominantly the name, as I get foundations ready for some really exciting things coming. As you've noticed, I've been guest appearing on many podcasts across the world. I've got some stories that have been published about my own journey and my work internationally now. I'll announce that soon. I'll have some body of work that will be published in a new national magazine. And there's more things that will be announced along the way. And it's really exciting times here for me and for the SomaTherapy Collective as it refines and expands and we get the foundations really right to move into this next iteration in the work, in the offerings, and developing that to be meeting more of what is happening in the world and meeting the presentation and the contexts, the needs of the clients in the clinic space, as well as in community and people who are coming forward and asking me about workshops and things like that. So all coming. I would work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have to sleep. I have children. So watch the space. And if you want to be like kind of with your finger on the pulse as to what's happening in this dynamic part as we're shifting, changing and shaking things up and refining, then jump onto my subscriber list at www.thesomatherapycollective.com. You can access that through the daily route, and I will be sending updates firstly to my community and then sharing it with the rest of you. And just on one final note, I appreciate all of your feedback. I appreciate the dialogue. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the shares. I am so humbled and grateful for the people who even recognize me in the community and follow my work and get something from what I am creating and putting out into the world. This work was always going to be built as a legacy. This work was always going to be built to be able to be shared and for it to serve a greater purpose than my own nervous system and my own clinic space. The work that I do is that I offer what I know and the mapping of who I am and my experience, all the places and spaces that I've learned and the qualifications and the years and years and years of tending to and doing embodiment and nervous system work into the space that you can take this and make this your own. And this is where I believe the true healing happens, is that when you can actually feel and have a relationship with these tools and this mapping and this way of being in collaboration with life and with your own system, with community and the collective, then that's where real healing and transformation takes place. My work as a guide is redundant at some point, and I love that, because when a client or a student in my space takes the teachings in and starts to make them part of their everyday, then this is exactly what I want. The power exists already within you, and I'm just reminding you and reorienting you to where you can find that. You just need to get out of your own way and to be with the body, because the body innately, inherently wants to heal, wants to feel calm, rested, regulated, safe and stable, and wants to feel connected and engaging with a greater thing in life. So I'm so grateful that you're here. So keep the dialogue happening and reach out to me for any support or questions or anything you want to share through any of my platforms or through my website.